back, everybody. Here we are finally at round 2 of the Michigan Sprint Enduro Series. We're in Coldwater, Bronson, Michigan at Log Road MX, Steve Vollmar Memorial Sprint Enduro. So starting off the cross test here. So I ran 2 laps that were very comparable, and I thought it was interesting to kind of put them side by side to see where I made up time, where I lost time, kind of comparing the 2 laps. So we're going to take a look here. You've got my second time through the cross test on the left here, and then my third time through on the right. So the cross test today consisted of a little over 2 miles. Had some moto, some grass track, a little bit of single track in the woods. But you know, look at the conditions here. They did a nice job here at Log Road, keeping the dust down on the moto track, keeping it nice and watered. Where they could get to some of the single track along the edge of the woods, they were spraying water in there to keep the dust down. And then the enduro course, which was primarily single track in the woods for the most part, did get to be pretty dusty in there where they couldn't get to water. Some pretty deep sand ruts started to form in a few of the areas, but overall, man, just great conditions, great day to ride, perfect weather. It's cool. I think the high was mid-70s, so really fun day yesterday here at Log Road. Over 2 minutes into the test here, and these 2 laps are nearly identical at this point. So this turn up here, this right-hander into the woods, real sharp here. I don't know why, man, but this gave me fits on lap number 1 and lap number 4 there. I washed out my front tire twice on that and lost some time there. So these were my 2 quickest laps on the day were this one here, just because they were probably issue-free laps for the most part. I come into some traffic on this test 3 here. You can see I've got coming up on another rider here, and slowed me up, so I'm a little bit ahead on test 3 now. But as I come into the riders up here, I did ultimately lose some time on test 3 here a little bit, which was overall my fastest lap of the day on the cross test. So now I'm back ahead on test 2, just a little bit, half second or so here, due to those riders there. I just didn't get to take the ideal lines that I would have on a clean track, I guess. Definitely ran that little section much better on test 3 than test 2 there. if you ran this Sprint Enduro last year in 2019, this section was not in here. I think it was a little bit too wet down in here and they weren't able to use this land. So this was an addition, a little bit of added grass track that was not in the 2019 Sprint Enduro here at Log Road. Definitely moving better through this section on the second test and the third. Through the grass section here, started to get a little bit more deteriorated. Some deeper ruts started and bigger whoops started developing there on the third test. Back even again after 6.5 minutes so far on this test. So overall in the day, I actually came away third place in the 30 plus C. We had 8 riders in the class here today, so little numbers were down a little bit, but I think that's just attributed to the holiday weekend. People may have had plans and weren't able to make the trip here to race, but very pleased with that finish. Some good competition. I was going back and forth between 3rd, 4th, and 5th day. They're all real tight, so you can see here test 3 just edged out test number 2 there by about 2 seconds. So thanks for watching, guys, and be on the lookout for the Enduro test video coming out here shortly. Thanks.